theory. So basically, if you consciously go in the past, like 5 days in the past, and do something different, and then go back to the present before your time up, basically, when you go back in the time and then basically do 2 days and then you go back, you're still in the same timeline, but basically you change the timeline of the past. So you rewrote history. But if you send a message to the past and it changed something, then it goes one past and then it goes into uh, timeline 1 point something in another timeline, but it's the same thing. The difference is that basically there's basically the many worlds. I don't know, maybe it's called the many worlds, but basically there's timeline 1 and then there's timeline 2. You can get to timeline 2 by keep on changing the past until you're in timeline 2 something. And I don't know how you get to timeline 2, but that's different from timeline 1. And but usually when you write a message to the past, it's 1 point something something difference, and then basically if you're in timeline 1, you're in timeline 1. And also they say that basically each decision you make, it's part of the many worlds theory, where you make a different multiverse each decision you make. But I like to think that basically you can make a decision, and that basically, if you basically, there's the decision, and you do it every day, that means you didn't break the progress, and the progress keeps on grinding each day, so you made the rate of progress. But that streak of progress keeps on going. But if you take a break, then that basically means you lost 1 day of it. And then if you do both, then basically you have options of both decisions of both worlds, then basically having a decision of 2 different worlds. But basically that's the thing, and I think that basically it's just what angle, like what time you see something. It's like rhythm. It's like rhythm of stuff. But I don't know. The many worlds theory is that basically there's many different versions of the world in a different universe, and that basically they're the same worlds, which is interesting. But um, but how it works is that there's just basically different worlds, and that basically they're all in the same timeline. They're like the same world. They say that it's like the same world, but if there's different timelines, that basically means that basically you can either choose to do these things, and that basically there's different timelines of different worlds of basically of the same world, but different timelines of different timelines of the same timeline of different worlds. So in the many worlds, there's different timelines of the same world. Um, and that's why decisions make different dimensions of different multiverses that you go to. So that's how it makes sense. So basically, it's best to do both because then you have options of many worlds. So that's how that makes sense. And also, there's string theory that basically everything is connected through string, and every decision is connected through string, and that basically the whole world is connected through basically connections between worlds and connections through things. There's also the web of life theory. So the web of life theory is that basically there's a consciousness thing where life is connected through consciousness that basically make a net of consciousness that's net. And I like to imagine it's net force, and that basically if you get enough people thinking consciously, that basically a theory could become fact, or that basically that something of a theory could be something made into the world. Um, there's also a theory that everything is perceived in the mind. There's also the theory that basically there's everything perceived in the mind, and it's only that basically our mind can't open a key in dopamine to basically hallucinate to make anything real or not real, and that basically anything can be made. But everyone has their own consciousness, subconscious and conscious, where basically people can see people subconsciously or unconsciously or consciously that's hidden within them of their own reality, of their own perception of the world, or their own mind of the world. Um, but I think that facts are interesting because it's part of the net force of consciousness of life. What? I'll turn off the light. Um, yeah. Mhm. Alright. Mhm. I'll turn off the light and go to bed soon. Yeah. Alright. Um. Um. but like time, but basically time and stuff, like light of time still moves the same, but they say that basically you can move at the speed of light, that basically you move so fast that you traveled faster than time, and that you traveled faster that time that you can actually time travel, that you would basically have to move at light speed, and you would be moving at light speed where you actually time travel, which would go back and past in different areas of time in points in history, which is interesting. So yeah, but the speed of light is all the same, so they all get there at the same time. Like basically, if you go 10 miles per hour or 10 miles per hour or 20 miles per hour, but one was going a distance of 10 miles, and then the other one was going a minute of 20 miles, the other one was going in 40 miles. They would still both get there in 2 hours, because one was 10 miles and 10 miles, 20 miles away, so 2 hours. And then the other one was 40 hours away, 4 hours away, 40 miles away for 2 hours. So yeah, but if you get there faster, you can actually go faster than the speed of time. But I also think there's a theory that basically there's your astral body, where basically your out of body experience is just a world of another world, of a real world that is the real world, which is basically a world that is made of your mind, or made of a mind that you can understand of the world outside, like out of your body. So like a dream is like a different, like a time of something, that is like a world, but it's a world where basically anything is possible. And it is also that basically it's a real world because it's real, but basically it's out of body, and it's your body, it's a real body, so it's your real body in another world of basically of basically maybe it could be another timeline, or basically many different realities of life. So yeah, or many dimensions of life. So yeah. Yeah, and anything is possible in dreams, and anything is possible in real life. So yeah. Um, but yeah. You can even have a dream of your own life. You can even have a dream of your own life in your body, out of your body. Does that make sense? That's what out of body experience is. Thanks.